What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Venture Off-Road X, and in this episode we're going to go over a few things that I got over at the Expo at PNW out in Oregon. So stay tuned. I think you're going to enjoy this one. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. So while I was out there in Oregon, we did a few things. We went to the PNW Expo, which is in Redmond, Oregon, and then we also did a little adventuring. So we wound up going to Crater Lake right before the Expo, and then my wife flew in the end of the Expo, which was Sunday. I came up and surprised her up in Portland, and then we did the whole coastline all the way to the Redwood Forest, and then back around, went back to Crater Lake, because I had to see it again and I had to show my wife. And then she flew off back to home, and then I started my journey back to the house. It was absolutely breathtaking, and highly recommend if you've never been to the PNW Expo, definitely go check it out. It is a really good time. I got to see some of my old friends. I got to see people that watch the show or watch the YouTube channel, which was really awesome. I got to meet new friends, and I got to hang out with some really cool people and enjoy some awesome food. So if you haven't checked that episode out, definitely go back and look at the PNW Expo that we did. It's just my take of how I saw it. So it's really good, had a really good time. Now, the other episodes I have in there is Crater Lake. Take a look at that one. That one's actually debuting today while I'm doing this video here. But this video is just about stuff that I thought that was worth buying while I was out there, because there's a couple things that are cool. One, there's no sales tax in Oregon, so anything you buy in Oregon, there's no sales tax. That also applies for the Expo. So when you're at the Expo and you buy stuff, you don't pay tax. So sometimes it saves you that 7%, especially for me, because I live in Florida and the county I live in is at 7%. So it saves me a little bit. But these are the few things that I bought. If you haven't watched my episode with the OVS awning, the 270 LT, take a look at that one. We installed this on the rig right before Oregon. I absolutely loved it. Did a really good job, and did so well that I had to buy some more stuff to go on it. So we'll start off here. This is the OVS Vehicle Systems walls that go on the 270 awning. So there's two sets. It comes in basically 2 walls per set. You have the front half, and then you have the back half. So I went and bought both of them. They're on sale, and also no tax. So saved me on tax, and it saved me on everything else. Now they didn't have them, but I ordered it, and it was home. It was there when I got home, so it wasn't too bad. So I look forward to using these. I did use these the other day on the beach. I did 2 walls, and it was absolutely awesome. And look forward to using that a lot more. The second thing that I bought is some panels. Let me tell you something. I looked everywhere for solar panels. I wound up breaking one of my only solar panel. I have a 100-watt solar panel, and I broke one of the panels, and it's all connected, so I was only getting half of what it is. So that really kind of sucked. But nobody at the Expo, well, hardly anybody at the Expo was selling any panels. So it took me probably almost 3 days to find somebody, and I ran across these guys. It's seemed like some pretty good quality. I looked them up while I was there, and I mean, the quality was there. It has this little zipper here. I'll do obviously a whole review, later after I've been using it a little bit, but it comes with clamps here and everything you kind of need. So it works really well. It also has stands, which my other ones did not. And then I'll fold these out for you real quick. The panels look really good. Well made. This is only 100 watt, because honestly right now, that's all I need. I didn't fall below 98% the whole time I was out there with my 200 amp battery setup. So if you haven't seen that episode, definitely check that out, because that was a really cool episode that we did. But either way, we found these guys and we got them. The third thing that I bought is this Thunderbox. So if you're not familiar with the Thunderbox, definitely check it out. It is a really cool product, really sturdy product. When that time of need comes, when you have to relieve yourself out in the wilderness, this is where this comes in. Super simple. Show you real quick. You just fold this thing out, put your top around, just like this. There's a lock, lock it. There you go. And that's it. Pretty simple, super sturdy. Not gonna have to worry about this decomposing or you're having, you're gonna end up in your poo after you're done. Really sturdy stuff. And a buddy of mine introduced me to this product out at one of the other expos because I was using one of the plastic ones, and I finally got one. So really highly recommend these guys. They're awesome people. They're at all the expos, and if you don't make it to one of the expos, you can go to I believe thunderbox.com, and I'll leave it in the description below how to get to it and find your own. Now, another cool product that I talked to a few of my buddies that go out overlanding as well and go out to areas like I do that you don't have any cell service, and this is the WeBoost. So I was kind of skeptical, to be honest with you, because this is not cheap, and I wasn't going to buy something if I didn't know if it worked or not. So like I said, I called a few buddies and they swore by it. Obviously, if you don't have any service, it's not going to really work for you. But if you have a tiny bit of service, this will boost it, and it'll get you to where you can talk to people, call people, or text people. So got this, and the reason I got it at the expo is the best deal that I ever found online on any coupon they've ever done has only been about 10%. Well, at the expo, they did 25% plus no tax. So 25 plus the 7 is what I got off on this, and definitely a great buy. Great buy indeed. Now I got the Overland package, so this comes with the upgraded antenna that swivels, that you can push it all the way down if you're not using it, and then push it back up. It has all the components in it. And then I also bought this separately. This plugs into the unit itself, and then I've put this on a fuse so it's directly connected instead of using the standard power plug that they give you that plugs into your cigarette lighter. So I got that. With that, I got some really cool swag. Just got some hat, a couple of cups, some stickers, a pen, and then ran into the guys over there at Lifestyle Overland. Kevin, really awesome dude. Finally got to meet him. I've talked to a lot of these guys online, and to finally get to meet some of these guys is really cool. And I just had to buy some swag from them. I want to help support these guys. I got a couple of cups. The other cup I don't have in here, but nice little coffee cup. Fill it up, or put some of your adult beverages in there. Either way, keep it nice and cool or hot. And they gave this a little bag, and really cool. And I got some stickers as well. And then the last thing I got from the expo is this Zoleo. Now, if you're not familiar with a Zoleo, Zoleo is a satellite communication deal. So what that means is if you're out in the wilderness and you don't have any cell service at all, this will actually connect to the satellite, and you're able to stay in contact with your loved ones, friends, anybody you really want to. The cool thing about Zoleo over the Garmin InReach is this gives you a direct number. So it actually gives you a satellite number that's assigned to this unit. So that way you can actually give this number to your friends and family, and they can text you at any time. Now, one of the cons on this is it does take your phone as the app to run this unit. So the app you just download, it's absolutely free. Anybody can download it. You don't actually have to have a Zoleo. So like say you have a friend that has a Zoleo or a family member that has a Zoleo, you can actually connect, you can sign in, make your own stuff, and once you do that, it actually, when you text back and forth on the Zoleo app, it's actually faster than going through the phone. So it works out really well. Now this feature does have an SOS. You pull this little tab up, push that button, and it will send an SOS message to alert any of the authorities to help you that you're in need. Something else it also does is you have 2 contacts, emergency contacts in there. It'll send an SOS to the emergency contacts of where your location's at. It'll ping you the whole 9 yards. And the other thing is you can I put my wife in there as a contact, and this is all additional services that you can get with it. You have to pay for this. This is a monthly deal, but it gives her breadcrumbs basically, so I can set it up every 30 minutes, every hour, every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes, and it'll send her a ping basically of where I'm at all times once this unit once the cell phone service is gone and the unit starts working off satellite, it starts sending it. So that is really cool. I'll do a full review of this if anybody wants me to. I know that there's a lot of content around this stuff, so if not, look it up on YouTube. It's Zoleo, Zoleo. I know that Matt with Ozark Overland did a really good review, and that's actually who brought my attention to this, because I was actually looking at the Garmin InReach, and I'm glad that I went this route instead of the Garmin. The Garmin is nice. It's they've been around for a long time, so I'm not trashing them at all. They're a good unit, and you can't go wrong with either one. This one just fit my lifestyle a little better, and I like the fact that, like I said, there's some pros and cons with this one. So the pros, like I said, is the phone number thing. So a Garmin InReach is always changing phone numbers, so you can't give someone your phone number because it's no good. It could be an hour, it could be a day, it could be whatever. It changes numbers, so you can't really give anybody's numbers, so you have to text them first. Well, this one, anybody can text me at any time as long as they have that number. So pick wisely. But anyways, that's what I bought. I'll go over a review on all this stuff, as we go, and let's go from there. But I used this on the whole trip, on the rest of the trip. Obviously, I got to get this thing installed. I've already used 2 of these, which is awesome. I have not used the solar panel yet, so that's going to be in the future, because by the time I got the solar panel, we were leaving. So the DC to DC charger charged up my batteries, but honestly, my batteries never got below 98%, so didn't really need one anyways. Either way, guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to email, text, message me on here, and we'll go from there. But guys, I appreciate it. And like I said, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at some of the Oregon stuff, definitely go take a look, because we had a phenomenal time. The coastline was awesome, and Crater Lake was amazing, and just being out there in the west, Pacific Northwest, was just beautiful. I live in Florida, so the humidity here sucks, like sucks. So anybody that lives in Florida, they know. Really anybody on the East Coast, it sucks, you know, but you know, there it was 88 degrees, and when you're out in the sun, you know, it was hot, but it wasn't unbearable. And once you got in the shade, you kind of cooled down. Where here, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm in a building right now, sweating. I've got the AC on, but you know, the AC's blowing cold, and it's slowly getting cooler in here. I had to turn the fan off because you can't hear me with the fan on. But glad to be back. Want to see the kiddos. Now, the next trip that we have going on is we're going to Colorado, to Loveland, Colorado, to the Mountain Expo. And I can't wait to get out there. So that should be a really fun time. And we're going as a group. So I have Jason going, we have Tim going, and we're trying to get Joel to come as well. So if he can make it, that's going to be awesome, because after the show, we are going to go hit Moab again, and then we're going to trail back up through Silverton, Ouray, Telluride, and we're going to do Black Bear Pass, and we're going to do a lot of the trails that are out there as well. So we're going to do a nice 2-week trip, and it should be a really fun time, and I can't wait to get out there. So definitely stay tuned to that. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this on a TV, all you have to do is click up on the clicker and hit that subscribe button, because it shows about 91% of people that watch my stuff are not subscribers. So I would appreciate it if you like my stuff. Please subscribe to the channel. We want to make more and more content like this and go out more and more and more through the years and take these adventures and bring them to you. So like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up and hit that like button. But until next time, guys, enjoy your adventure. See you on the next one.